Greetings and great day, beautiful people. Dr. Dominique Reese here, CEO of Reese Financial Services, where I'm the Chief Financial Coach, Consultant, and Strategist. And this Stock Market Monday, I wanted to bring you lots of thoughts, but it is earnings season. If you don't know what that means, earnings season is a particular time of the year towards the end of the year, typically Q4, where we hear from companies on Wall Street about their earnings. And this is a critical time because they're telling us what they think about their earnings, if they met their targets or expectations, if earnings fell below expectations, what they may be doing over the next 3 to 6 months. Now, as you can imagine, this can deeply impact the stock market because it's really based on what people think, right? And so it's based on that information that we then make decisions about what we think a company is going to do after hearing their earnings, right? And then earnings directly drive what might be happening in the market. So it's earnings season. Companies are putting out their numbers. The market is reacting. And some people are meeting expectations, companies, and others aren't. So it's time to pay attention, especially as an investor. However, I want to switch this up just a little bit too and give you some perspective because there's so much uncertainty right now. I mean, like our government is possibly facing a shutdown because our leaders haven't pulled it together to lead. So who knows what's going to happen there. We have war breaking out across the world, right? The Hamas and Israel, Ukraine and Russia. And then you've got a lot of African countries with a lot happening right now. And I don't know if you're following, but you should be. Tap in, get a little global with it, and you'll just recognize that there is a lot of unrest in other parts of the world to where it's people fleeing their homes, their homeland, and just a lot of killing and movement of people as a result. So pay attention to that because, land is finite. You can't make any more land. And whenever I hear about war and people fleeing for safety, leaving everything they've known, their homeland, their homes, there's something to be said about that land. There's something to be said about natives leaving, abandoning their land for safety in another place. Who comes in and takes that land? I'm just saying, be mindful, pay attention. Land is a finite resource. You can't make no more land. So this is a bigger something happening. Then we have earnings season. So going back to that, right? Beyonce's concert and this tour, this major tour that she did. I mean, she's a billionaire, right? She's married to a billionaire. Their household is a billionaire's household. However, it really made me think about earnings because I'm like, wow, she's doing this really amazing, kind of unprecedented tour. Reminded me of Michael Jackson back in the day. Only so many artists get that opportunity. And I'm like, she's going to make a killing. Like she's about to stack right now from this tour. But that also made me think like, I wonder if that's strategic. I wonder if this tour is also a way to stack cash, to pull in as much money right now as possible, because we don't know what's about to happen in the future. Now, I mean, she's got a whole team of people, right, consulting her, but follow the money, y'all. Follow the money. So at least that's what I do. I try to look at what these powerful billionaires are doing with their money and how they're getting more of it. And in my mind, a tour, it's almost like a consolidation of income. Like I'm gonna rock out these places. I'm gonna charge these ticket prices. It's gonna be an amazing show, of course, but think about the money being taken in and how that's like a stockpile of cash for now, but maybe for later. And so in my mind, it begins to trickle down into like what we should be doing as the everyday consumer, right? The non-billionaires who it's like, do they know something we don't know? Are we seeing things that they're doing and taking note of it and implementing on a more local retail household level? Should we be stacking our cash? Should we be pulling in as much as we possibly can right now? Something to think about. And then when you think about the headlines, like I've scanned the headlines this morning, and JP Morgan and Wells Fargo just did an issuance of bonds. I talked about bonds last week. And so what is a bond? Remember, it's a debt security. So they are pulling money out of the economy, saying, hey, loan us some money so we can go do X, Y, and Z with it. And then we'll pay you interest on the money that you loan us. So this is an opportunity for those in the market who want to own bonds from two major financial corporations to do so. But it also, again, they are borrowing money, right? Even though interest rates are what they are, they're borrowing money and they're going to be paying interest on the money that they've borrowed. So it makes you think. They're taking in money right now to do what? Read their reports, tap into the calls. But it's signaling movement. It's a lot of activity right now. And so I don't want you to not pay attention to this. It's earnings season for more than just these companies. Again, Beyonce and tours, concerts, billions of dollars collected, earnings season. Companies are now reporting their numbers from their earnings season. We're going into the last quarter of the year and it's holiday season, right? So we're about to spend money out of our households, putting it into certain brands and companies that typically benefit during this time of the year. Their stocks are going to go up. Earnings season. Like, I want you to be thinking about earnings. And when you put that into your household, you put that into your psyche and your numbers, your financial life. What does that mean for you? Are you earning this season? Are you taking in as much as you possibly can right now? Or are you about to get ready to outflow as much as you can right now? It really makes you think. It makes me think that we might need to be doing a little something different this season with our money. The big banks, billionaires, bonds. I'm just saying, it's a lot of bees going on right now, right? So pay attention. And with all the uncertainty in the world, I think there's enough signaling us to kind of move a little different. So on this Stock Market Monday, I encourage you to move a little different, be a little bit more cautious, spend a little less, go into this season of spending with a smaller budget, get more creative on how we can express our gratitude, love for one another. You may want to sit on this cash. You may not want to spend so much right now. Make investments. However, be shrewd and be slow, because I know when we move fast, we spend a lot of money. So slow down, think, research, stay in the know in this season over the next few weeks. And then you got the Fed about to come out with whatever they're going to do or not do with interest rates. There's prediction that they won't raise rates, but we don't know that because the economy is still not cool enough to combat inflation the way they want to. So we don't know, y'all. It's a lot of uncertainty out here. So stay in the know. I hope this is helpful. I hope this gives you something to consider. Think about your own earnings in this earnings season. And let me know if you have any questions about anything. I look forward to being a resource. All right. Dr. Dominique, peace.